So in our Hanna Somatic Yoga class today, I'd like to invite you to set and work with a specific intention. So every moment of your practice is intentional. And if you have something that you're working with currently, you can set that as your intention, or you could use the first yama. The yamas and the niyamas lay the foundation for our asana practice, our pranayama practice, pratyahara, meditation, and samadhi, unification. The first of the yamas is nonviolence, doing no harm. And while as a group, yamas are often described as practices we do in relationship with our environment and others, in that interpersonal relationship, there is also a practice and an element of intrapersonal. So bringing that aspect of doing no harm into your practice today, doing no harm with your physical movements, thought processes, so no negative self-talk, behavior, not forcing. We'll begin with an attunement, and we'll use our heart-focused breathing as our attunement today. Sitting comfortably, your eyes can be opened or closed. Bring your attention to the area of your heart. It's a little to the left side of your chest. If it's helpful to you in shifting your attention to your heart area, place one or both hands there. Begin now to breathe just a little bit slower, just a little bit deeper than you were breathing a moment ago. Find the rhythm that's comfortable for you. Imagine now you were breathing those slower, deeper breaths in and out of your heart area. When it feels right for you, release your heart-focused breathing practice. Tune in to notice if that practice had an effect for you. And then if you're practicing from the floor today, find your way down and do your body scan. If today it's better for you to practice in a chair, practice in a chair and amend my directions to meet you where you are. So you're scanning your body with your mind, tuning in to notice what internal bodily sensations are present. It is an act of non-harming, tuning in without judging, without critiquing, but simply to notice what's true for you. And so we'll begin with our somatic exercises. These movements help us to do our asana with a greater degree of ease. In our somatic exercises, we're resetting muscles that may currently be in a state of contraction. We're also enlivening the neural pathways from our brain to our muscles, and so we regain voluntary control of our movements. So we'll start with the first of Tom Hanna's daily cat exercises. It's called Arch and Flatten. It's a movement that occurs in your low back, and it involves a movement of your pelvis. When you arch your lower back, you're lifting it up a little bit, leaving your buttocks on the floor. Top of pelvis has moved forward, and tailbone has moved back. If you reach back and touch your low back, you'll notice those muscles are tight. They've contracted. Now slowly release those muscles, and you come out of that arching pattern and you return to your neutral. So 2 more times. You can inhale as you arch in your low back, go only as far as you go comfortably. Exhale, now you're decreasing the contraction in the muscle. Gravity is helping you to release, and you return to your neutral. Inhale as you arch. Exhale, slowly come out of your arch. And then pause a moment, and you'll move intentionally, doing no harm, in the direction you've been releasing, which is towards flexion of your lower back belt line moving towards the floor behind you. Gently move your belt line back. So now your pelvis is tilting backwards, top of pelvis backwards, tailbone up a little. You've contracted abdominal muscles, and you'll slowly release. Inhale as you arch your low back. Exhale, slowly release. Exhale as you flatten your low back. Inhale, slowly release. Do 1 more cycle. Put your attention on the side that is contracting. When you arch, that's your back. Slow release out of your arch. As you flatten, you're using abdominal muscles in the front of your body. Put your attention there. Inhale, slowly release. And then pause a moment. Tune in, and you may notice in the area of your body you were just moving, you feel new sensations. And if you broaden your awareness out, you may notice that you feel new sensations elsewhere in your body. Because when you're working with one part of yourself, you are affecting your whole self. So now let's do the second exercise. It's called arch and curl. And your thoracic spine, your cervical spine, your whole spine has the opportunity to participate in those flexion and extension patterns. Place your hands behind your head so that when you do your flexion, your curl in your spine, your hands can help you support the weight of your head. Inhale, arch, low back lifts, breastbone lifts, head tilts back a little, slowly release. Preparing for your flexion, bring your elbows forward, your chin a little towards your chest. And now as you exhale and gently move your belt line backwards, you bring your chest forward, head and elbows moving in the direction of your knees. What has lifted you is your abdomen. Slowly release. Decontracting those abdominal muscles and the chest muscles that brought your elbows forward. Inhale as you arch, gently moving back of head and tailbone a little closer together behind you. Exhale, slowly release. Remember, gravity helps you, so you don't have to engage anything new. Then with an exhale, curl forward. Focus on the muscles you're using in the front of your body. Inhale, slowly release. And we'll do 1 more cycle. Inhale as you arch. Exhale to release. Exhale, curl forward. Inhale, release. Lower your arms. Pause a moment and notice the sensations you've created. We're going to work with some of the muscles in your lower leg and foot, doing toe and ankle movements. Start with toe extension. Pick your 10 toes up and slowly let them come down. Inhale, lift your toes up. Exhale, slowly release. And you may find that as you repeat that extension in your toes, you're able to move more of your toes voluntarily with each repetition. Then explore flexion of your toes, a gentle pressing down and curling your toes towards the bottom of your foot. And slowly release. Inhale as you flex your toes. Exhale as you release. Let your toes follow along in the way they prefer as you now move at your ankle. Extension of your ankle is a lifting of your heels. And slowly release. You can put your attention in the area of your calf. That's where the muscles are located that are helping you to do this. And as you slowly and with control let your heels sink down, your brain is resetting those muscles into length. When you've extended at your ankle 3 times, explore flexion. Now you're picking up ball of foot and toes. And slowly release them down. You may notice that the sensation of this movement is now more in the front of your lower legs. When you complete your next movement, pause. And let's combine flexion of your toes, flexion of ankle, flexion of extension of toes, extension of ankle. Extend your toes, that's your toes lifting up. Keep your toes in extension and only as far as you go, easily extend your ankle, lifting your heels. Slowly release. Extend your toes, extend your ankle, and release. Now gently flex your toes as you flex your ankle. Release to your neutral, feel the support of the floor, and one more time, flex your toes, flex your ankle, and slowly release. Pause your movement, tune into the area you were moving, see what new internal bodily sensations you may have created. And now please turn over onto your belly. We'll do cat exercise number 3. Turn your head to your right. Your left arm is by your side. Your right hand is resting on the floor in front of your face, or it can be under your cheek, however you're comfortable. Inhale, slowly, gently pick up your bent right arm, hand, and head with your opposite left leg. Exhale, slowly release. Inhale as you pick up. Put your attention on all the muscles you're using in the back of your body. Exhale, control the release of those muscles. Come down into the floor and let go. And one last time, inhale as you pick up. Exhale as you come down. Change sides. Gently turn your head to your left. Bring your left hand up. Lower your right arm down. Inhale as you pick up your left arm with your head and your opposite right leg. Exhale, releasing. Your movement is intentional. Because we want to do our movement with our motor cortex, we move slowly. Motor cortex works with feedback. It takes a little longer to do the movement. Motor cortex does chosen movement, movement that's happening in the present. Lower levels of brain do unconscious movement, movement that's happening in the past. It's patterned. When you've completed, slowly make your way onto your back. And we'll do cat exercise number 4 before we begin our asana. So this is your arch and curl. It's happening contralaterally. Opposite arm and leg relate. The same way the previous exercise did. Your relationship to gravity here is different, so it sets you up to work with flexor muscles in the front of your body. The previous exercise set you up to work with the extensor muscles that are in the back of your body. Put your right hand behind your head to help support the weight of it. Take both knees slightly to your left and now arch your spine. Slowly come out of your arch. Move your knees slightly to your right. Turn your face and your bent arm a little left. Use an exhale to curl forward, abdominal muscles, pick your head up. Use hip muscles to bring your knee, opposite knee, towards your elbow. And then very slowly release and return to neutral. Knees a little left. You can turn your head right. Inhale, arch. Exhale, slowly release. Knees a little right. Head and bent arm a little left. Exhale as you curl forward. Opposite knee and elbow moving towards one another. And then slowly release. So when we are moving contralaterally, there is the element of a twist. Inhale, arch, knees are a little left. Slowly release. Exhale as you curl, knees a little right. And slowly release. Changing sides. Your left hand helps you to support the weight of your head. Take your knees a little right, inhale, arch, focus on your back. Exhale, release. Move your knees a little to your left. Exhale, curl forward, opposite knee and elbow coming in. And slowly release. Do 2 more cycles. Remember your intention of doing no harm. And remember the intention of these movements, which is to reset muscles that are currently in a state of habitual contraction. So this is not about building strength. The most important part of these movements is your slow release out of them. When you've completed about 3, lower your arm. If you'd like, lower your legs, scan your body, and notice the effect. In this practice, we visualize our yoga postures first. Please visualize yourself doing the legs up position as I describe it. You'll bend your knees to stand your feet on the floor. You'll draw your knees towards your body, picking your feet up off the floor, and then you'll extend your legs up towards the ceiling. You want to move slowly and mindfully. You want to put your attention on the side that's contracting, that is the front of your body. And you want to maintain slow, comfortable breathing throughout. So if you'd like, you can use an Om count. As you inhale, silently count Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. As you exhale, silently count Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Once you visualized it, come into that posture in the way you visualized. Breathing regularly, using your Om count if it's helpful. Slowly release. Control your release. Lengthen your legs down the floor. And we'll take a minute for you to practice relaxing and self-sensing. Inhale, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Exhale, Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4. Scan your body with your mind and notice the effect of doing that posture. Please bend your knees, turn to your side. Use your arms to press yourself up and sit comfortably for a moment. I'm going to demonstrate the next movement so that you can watch, learn the movement that you're invited to do, and then you'll take time to visualize yourself doing the version of the movement that's best for you. In this practice, we are very much tuning in. And so if you watch me while doing, your energy is moving out to me. You are copying my movement, which may not be the best movement for you, and you're doing it with a different part of your brain than your motor cortex. So be comfortable. This is called, well, I call this standing cat-cow. And it allows us to work in those very beneficial movements of our spine, extension, which is the arch, flexion, which is that little curl. Usually we do it on our hands and knees. This is a nice way to do it if you're not able to weight bear on your hands and knees. It's also, it allows you to bring flexion and extension into your arms and legs and shoulders and hips. So you'll stand with your feet a comfortable distance apart and just watch. You'll find your neutral standing position. As you arch your spine like a cow, Your weight shifts towards your toes. Your arms move behind you. That's extension of your shoulders. Elbows and knees extend. That's a straightening. You can even extend at your wrists and fingers. You're focusing on all the muscles you're contracting. And then you release. And you return to that neutral position. Now, as you gently flex your spine like a cat, your weight shifts back towards your heels. Your knees and hips bend. Your arms are in front of you a little. That's flexion at your shoulders. And you can find flexion in your elbows, your wrists, and fingers. And you slowly release all the muscles you just contracted in the front of your body. And you were also using some muscles in the back of your legs. So once more, inhale into your cow. Slow, controlled release. Exhale into your cat. And a slow release. Please take a moment, visualize yourself doing your version of standing cat-cow. Visualize for about 10 seconds. And once you visualized it, slowly come up, do about 3 cycles of your standing cat-cow. When you've completed, stand comfortably, scan your body, and notice the effects. Please visualize crescent moon. Your arms are above your head with your palms touching, and you're bending gently to one side. Your attention is on the side you've bent towards. We'll stay for about 30 seconds and then we'll change sides. Once you visualized it, come into your crescent moon. Continue to breathe regularly. If tension arises in some part of your body as you're practicing crescent moon, see how you could relax that part of your body. And after about 20 seconds, come up to center and bend gently the other way. Inhale as you come up. Exhale to release out of your crescent moon. And thoughtfully find your way down into your position for relaxation and relax. We'll take the full minute, inhaling a little deeper, exhaling a little deeper. Relax and enjoy all of the new sensations those postures created. Please visualize your next posture. I'll describe it. It's a half-seated spinal twist. You can leave your right leg straight on the floor, or you can bend your right knee and place your right foot outside of your left hip. Your left knee is bent towards the ceiling with your left foot standing on the floor outside of your right thigh. You're rotating with your whole spine to your left. Remember, the lower part of your spine actually makes up the back of your pelvis. So let your pelvis participate. We want to use the muscles that we use to twist. They're in our trunk, rather than using our arms and pulling. Once you visualized it, bend your knees, turn to your side and come up. Come into your version of the twist. After about 30 seconds, slowly release and change sides. You may notice that I put my hand on my opposite shoulder. It helps me to sense what my shoulders are doing. It also is a way to prevent me from using my arm against my leg as leverage and kind of cranking. There is also a very beneficial effect when you're working with opposite sides of your body, making contact with opposite sides of your body. Slowly releasing, find your way down and relax. Please visualize coming up to stand. See yourself doing the movements you've decided to do. And then as you visualize, bring yourself up to stand. So we're going to be doing a few movements from a downward facing dog and stepping forward. If weight bearing with your hands on the ground is contraindicated today, elevating your hands can help. When you step forward from a downward facing dog, sometimes new hips, new knees, the flexion that's necessary isn't available. And so having your hands up can create more space. Do what's best for you. If today observing these movements is the best practice, then that's what you do. I'm going to use my block and rollas. I like them because sometimes over time, in practice, as muscles are resetting, as you're regaining voluntary movement, you may be able to lower the amount of height you were using. You may even eventually find the ground, and you can change the height of your block and rolla as you progress. I also like it because I can find a pretty tall height, but still have a lot of surface area, and I have this rounded top that I can let my hand comfortably wrap around. So you can use whatever props you have, and if you're not using props, that's fine too. Once you have the props ready that you'll be using, come to stand and visualize. We're going to do a few movements together, holding at different places. Visualize folding forward, putting your hands on support, and stepping back into a down dog. Then from your down dog, you're going to step your left foot between your hands. You'll slowly lower your right knee to the floor. This is a kneeling lunge. And as you arch your spine, you're putting your attention on your back. You may find you can lift one or both hands above your head and join your palms. We're going to stay for about 20 seconds. Then you're going to release out of your kneeling lunge, put your hands on support, and lift your back knee. You're in your low lunge again. Because your left leg is in front, you're going to pick up your left arm, turning to the left. Stay for about 30 seconds. Then you'll release your left hand down, turn your back right heel down, and pick up your right arm in a side angle. We'll stay about 30 seconds. You'll come out of your side angle, step back into your down dog, and we'll repeat the whole series with your right leg forward. Visualize it the best you can. If at any point you need to stop doing your movement, watch me, go ahead, and then you could rewind and do your movement without watching me. On an inhale, I'm going to lift my arms up. Maybe there's a little arch. Exhale, arms out to the side, passing through a chair pose, hands onto support, and stepping or walking my way back into a downward facing dog. Bringing my left foot forward and placing my back knee down. You can choose to leave your back ankle in flexion, or you can extend it. Inhaling, I'm arching my back, putting my attention there. Maybe one hand comes up, maybe both. Breathe regularly, do the version that's best for you. On an upcoming exhale, release, find support. If your back toes are pointing away, curl them under. You can put your attention on your right quadricep. Those are the muscles that lift your knee. Turn to your left, pick up your left arm. We're staying about 20 seconds. Slowly come out of your twist. And now you're going to rotate your right leg at your hip to turn your leg and foot out. Put your heel on the floor and pick up your right arm, side angle pose. Your right arm can come out over your head. You're putting your attention on the side you've bent towards. Reversing out of your movement and finding your downward facing dog. We'll repeat with your right leg in front. Gently lower your back knee down. Come into your kneeling lunge, your version. Remember your intention if you're working with non-harm. Slowly release. Pick up your back knee and rotate to your right. Lower your right hand down. Turn your straight leg out so your foot is flat on the floor and come into your side angle, focusing on your right side. Releasing out, stepping back to your down dog. And walking or stepping your feet forward. Arms wide, inhale up to chair. Continue all the way up using your legs to bring you to stand. Lower your arms, stand for a moment and notice the effect. Visualize your one-legged standing posture, tree pose. Your palms touching in front of you, one leg turned out, knee bent, foot resting on your standing leg. Hold on to something if you need. Use the muscles in your leg and hip that place your foot on your thigh rather than using your arm to pull. Once you visualized it, come into your tree in the way you visualized. Slowly reverse out and change sides. With practice over time, you'll find that you're able to hold the pose for longer. Today we're staying about 20 seconds. And slowly release. And come all the way down and relax. Visualize Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Your legs are straight or out in front of you. It is a movement at your hip joint. Your upper body is moving towards your lower body. You're using muscles in the front of your body to fold rather than momentum and speed. Once you visualized it, come up into that posture. Put your attention on the front of your body. Continue to breathe regularly. You're doing this with muscles in the front of your body. If you feel strong sensation in the back of your body, you are feeling stretch. We don't stretch. If you pull on your back muscles, as soon as you come out of that stretch, they're going to pull right back. Go only as far as you can go without pulling on your back. You can use an upcoming inhale to help bring yourself up. And find your way down. Taking the time to relax and allow all of the sensory information that has been generated within your nervous system be communicated from the periphery, skin, muscles, joints, bones, through to your central nervous system, your spinal cord, and up to your brain. Slowly bend your knees, turn through your side, come up to sit for Pranayama. So you want to choose a seat where your spine is tall and you're comfortable. You can sit cross-legged, you can kneel. If you have a block and rolla, you can use it with the round side down, which helps to find the alignment of your spine. We're going to use alternate nostril breathing as our pranayama today. You can simply inhale slowly, thoughtfully, within your own control, in one nostril, out the other side, and then change. If it's doable for you, it's comfortable, we're going to use a ratio of breathing. You'll inhale for a count of 1. You'll hold your breath in for a count of 4. You'll exhale out the other side for a count of 2. And in the time of the hold, we're going to be doing our throat lock. Your spine stays tall. You bring your chin towards your chest. Sometimes it's called putting the top on the pot. Use one hand, thumb on one nostril, ring finger on the other. You can put your first 2 fingers on your third eye point. Open your left nostril, inhale for 1, close both, hold for 4, chin towards chest. Release your chin up, open the other side, exhale 2. Inhale for 1. Close both, hold for 4. Open the other side, exhale 2. Continue for 3 more cycles. When you next exhale through your left nostril, release. Return to natural breathing and notice the effect. Please now find your way down to the floor in a position of comfort or in your chair. Prop up with additional support, pillows or blankets. Make yourself optimally comfortable. And we'll use a guided relaxation as our pratyahara. This prepares us for our meditation. Give yourself permission to relax for a little while. Allow me to be your voice for a little while. As I name each part of your body, put your attention on that part of your body and notice the effect of my suggestion if you can. I am relaxing my feet. My feet are relaxing. I am relaxing my legs. My legs are relaxing. I am relaxing my pelvis. My pelvis is relaxing. I am relaxing my abdomen. My abdomen is relaxing. I am relaxing my chest. My chest is relaxing. I am relaxing my back. All the muscles on my back are relaxing. I am relaxing my hands. My hands are relaxing. I am relaxing my arms. My arms are relaxing. I am relaxing my shoulders. My shoulders are relaxing. I am relaxing my neck. My neck is relaxing. I am relaxing my head. My head is relaxing. All the muscles of my jaw, face, and head are relaxing. I am relaxing my entire body. My entire body is relaxing. Please bend your knees, turn to your side, come up to sit for meditation. Choose a seat where you're comfortable and your spine is tall. If you'd like to take a hand gesture, do. I often work with Hakini Mudra. Fingertips and thumbs touch with your hands and fingers in a gentle curve. Your arms are resting on the support of your legs so your shoulders are relaxed. Your eyes can be closed. You can lower your gaze to a spot on the floor. And we'll use your breathing as a focus. If you'd like, attach an image to breathing in and an image to breathing out. You could use a prayer or an affirmation, silently repeated as you breathe in, as you breathe out. We'll practice for about 2 minutes. I'll keep track of the time for us. Bring your focus back. Sense the ground that is under you. You can join your palms in front of you in the Anjali Mudra if you'd like. Take a moment to thank yourself for practicing. You can do an ending body scan and notice the effects of your practice. We'll close with Om. Take a full breath in. Namaste to you. I hope you have a wonderful day. See you next class.